am Dr. Chichi Mwaje. It's great to have you back on the Dr. Chichi show. And today we have a lovely guest with us. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
My name is Pamela Prince. I am a government employee and a service member as well, veteran. My passion is candles and right now CBD. I started this business probably in March, less than 8-9 months ago. The reason why I started was empty nester. My daughter went away to college a couple of years ago, and I thought I would be happy that she left, but I found myself with this big void, and I said, okay, what can I do? And so what I found myself doing is going into Yankee Candles, dropping $300-400 in Yankee Candles, and I was like, I think I can find a different or better way to spend my money. And what I decided was, let me just start this business. Initially, it was a partnership, and as we talked about in the past, you have to be equally yoked with somebody to be a partner. And so that partnership, unfortunately, I lost a friend and a partner. So I just figured that we just continue on this path. And one day, my strategy has always been is to be in the likes or in the households of Yankee Candle, Bed Bath & Beyond products, because I think my product is just as higher quality as they are. So that's a little bit about that. Here lately, back in August, I actually expanded a little bit into the CBD world, cannabis. As a government employee, I cannot use the product. However, I am advocating anyone that has some illnesses and you want to get off the medicine. I think that's a way to get healthy and probably get some wealth in your life as well. So that's my story.
Yeah, that was my next thing. I'm hearing you talk about the health and also the wellness, but also there's a great interest in CBD oils right now, and it's expanding as we speak. But also, why would anyone want to invest in candles? By the way, my personal experience with your candles, the Beautiful Blaze candles, is that they smell so great, very relaxing. But why would people invest in candles?
So
What's the benefit?
It's not about investing in the candles. It's about going home after a hard day of work, unwinding, your boss done got on your last nerve, right? You grab that bottle of wine, light that Beautiful Blaze candle up, and it's going to be a cow going to take you away moment.
Wow, so this is a distressor
Yes.
for anybody
Yes.
at all. The reason we say this is also the benefits of the CBD is there for those who are doing the research, those who have seen the benefit. You have a personal story, don't you? How it helped you with relaxation.
The candles, not so
and
much.
And the CBD, the gummies. And
yeah, the gummies. So twofold, right? And so what people do, there's been some taboo around cannabis. We think of weed, we think of marijuana, we think of a whole lot of things when we talk about CBD, but CBD is a plant, it's a hemp plant. And there's two parts of that plant, there's THC and then there's cannabis. Cannabis, a lot of people don't realize that your body produces cannabinoids, and your body is just as hungry for those cannabinoids as anything else, all your nutrients, right? And so your endocannabinoid system is just as important as your immune system. There's 10 receptors in your body. Just to name a few, your brain, your lungs, your teeth, your kidneys, your eyes, just to name a few. I don't have it all in my head. But anyway, so those receptors are actively all the time looking for cannabinoids. And so if you take gummies or you take the tinctures or whatever form of cannabis you take, it's soaking it up and you balance that, your endocannabinoid system, and that's when you get healthy. People don't realize that. It's not about a high, a head high. It's about a body high. And so in CBD, there's what we call terpenes. And if you ever smell weed, right, you smell something. There's a different scent that comes off the weed. And so each terpene is a derivative of something. So let's just say you have a lemon smell to one of the terpenes. I can't pronounce it, but lemongrass, my candle that I sell on my line, has terpenes already in it. So things that you smell day to day, your lemongrasses or your lemon, your lavenders or what have you, already have terpenes, which is relaxation or aromatherapeutic type effect on you. and we don't even realize that.
Absolutely. Now, I've heard also the benefits of CBD in terms of pain, in terms of autism and focus and things like that. So it's still ongoing.
Yes.
But I want to bring us back to the beautiful Blaze candles.
Okay.
I love your logo, love your t-shirt, by the way, and everything that you
Check it
represent
out.
just shows seriousness. And you're not playing, because I also follow you on your pages and I see locations where you go out there to vent, to network, and to build that community around what you're doing and what you're all about. So it's not just a pretty logo,
Right.
it's about the brand
It's about the
itself.
brand. Yep.
So can you tell us some of the partnerships or the fundraiser ideas that you have created that have actually been a way to use your candles and your creativity? You make these candles yourself. By the way, I just want to put that out there. She is a businesswoman who also has a purpose. So she's going to tell us a little bit about some fundraisers that she's created that is not only helping herself, but also showing that P&L should not only stand for profit and loss, but for people and love. Please tell us
Okay.
how your fundraisers have been a blessing to some
So,
organizations.
I kind of took a page out of Yankee Candle. A lot of people don't realize Yankee Candle started as a fundraiser. And so they grew popularity and prominence through fundraising activities. So I kind of took a page out their books. My mother and my grandmother passed away from cancer. And so leading into October, I said, okay, what can I do to give back? You know, and so cancer research. First I thought about just breast cancer, but it's bigger than just breast cancer. There's all forms of cancer. My grandmother died from pancreatic cancer, and my mother died from lung cancer. And so I'm like, okay, it's many, many forms of cancer, and everybody that I know knows somebody that has been affected by cancer one way or the other. And so Dr. Green has a foundation called the Aura Lee Foundation, and she is raising money for clinicals to continue the research. She has a technology that zeroes in or targets a cancerous tumor. So versus putting radiation or chemo in your body, because as you know, chemo kills good and bad cells.
Yes.
If you can zero in or target in on that tumor, guess how much quality of life you'll have once you learn that you have cancer. And so I just said, okay, that's perfect. It covers the full spectrum. And so what I decided to do, I said, okay, I don't know Dr. Green from a can of paint. I said, so what I'll do is I'll go on social media, shout her out, add her, hashtag her, and she actually liked a couple of my followings, and she actually retweeted me a couple of times. And so through that, what I committed myself to doing is 10%, I guess it's about 10% for every candle I sell, it goes back to the Aura Lee Foundation. From starting October 1st to the end of the year. So hopefully, the goal is what, $500? I'm a little lacking in that, but hopefully through this interview, it'll pick up.
Yes, I strongly believe your authenticity and your purpose is powerful enough to take other people along with you who are also doing kind acts in the community.
Right.
So I know you're going to get there, even beyond your goal. And for everybody who is watching, we would love to share. We would love to tell other people about this beautiful lady who is doing amazing work, not just to grow herself as a business owner, but also to give back. So again, I want to ask you one or two questions. What do you think is your best form of marketing? What has worked for you since you started this business?
Events like this,
Okay.
events and social media.
All right.
I am not, my daughter actually had to give me a crash course on Instagram.
Yes.
I was like, what does that app mean? What does that, what is that? What is
Hashtag.
all of that? What does that really mean? And so she got so frustrated with me. And so I eventually kind of caught on
Yes.
what it meant. And so actually doing events like this, I mean, I love this. It's a capitalistic society, so let's not misunderstand. So I'm in it to make money, but when I do an event, I would like to get my money back, but if I don't, it's not a big deal because it's about the people that I meet at those events,
Absolutely.
right? And so as I grow and meet people, I'm liking you, I'm following you. Hopefully you love my candy or love whatever I'm selling at the moment, and then you'll tell your friends. So word of mouth,
Yes.
social media, and doing events just like this.
Yes.
It's not all about making a dollar so much. It's about the non-tangible that you get out of the events. It's about the networking, the people, the relationships.
Wow, amazing. You put in the work, you have your plan, you do the work, and you're all about taking people on this journey. So everywhere she finds herself, because I follow her page, I can tell you this, she almost promotes to bring more people to know where she is, but also to help the people who are organizing that event to also get more publicity, because that's what a good vendor does. So good job for that.
Thank you.
Can you tell us, before we find out how we're going to follow you and all of that, can you tell us, because you expanded your scope from just candles,
Yes.
you added something else to your lineup?
So, as I said before, it's about a brand.
Yes.
So the first thing was Beautiful Blaze candles, right? Now it's CBD, but I'm not going to take Beautiful Blaze CBD. I'm not. Somebody else makes that candle. And just to give you some insight, Wakana is the name of the CBD company that I am a owner of a dispensary. There are 4 black women out of Chicago, 1 senator, Dr. Van Pelt, Dr. Rita, and 2 CEOs, or 2 financial people that stood up this business. 4 black women, 4 black females out of Chicago. And so I can't put my name on their product, but I can definitely advocate and help someone that needs some help to get off the medicine. So that's one thing. And so what I finally decided to do after the candles was the air fresheners. I love scents, I love to smell good. And so candles is one form. Your car, everybody I know, like when they wash their car, they gonna put an air freshener in their car. And so I have 2 air freshener scents, one white musk and one black lavender actually. It doesn't smell like my candle, but it is a direct correlation to it. And so air fresheners is the next line of business that I'm trying to get into. If I can find the right distributor to give me the scent that I'm looking for, I have to upgrade my logo that I currently have on the table to make it look like that.
Everything
So,
else, yes.
So it's just lining up, getting your name out there, getting your brand. What I want to have happen is when you see Beautiful Blaze, that silhouette and that candle, you know what it is.
Yes.
That is quality, whatever product that's under that umbrella.
That's
Like the Nike check, the Under Armour sign, that's what I want. That's the effect. That's all about the brand.
Absolutely, and I know just from this interview, you've now grown your followership. I'm certain of that, because I like to see serious business owners represent themselves, but also put the work behind it. And that is what you have shown from day one, ever since I met you. So again, air fresheners are available for cars, but I love the fact that also, even with the air freshener, the logo is imprinted on it. It goes on the candle and the bottles, and just everything about you just exudes professionalism. Your t-shirt, your table runner, you know, the way you set up draws people to you. So please keep excellence as part of what you do, even as you grow this brand. Because I know one day we're all going to be lining up and needing autographs from you. Watch out. Watch out for this lady here. So now people are like, okay, how do we start to get in touch with her? Because again, this is a season when people give gifts.
Yes.
Christmas is a time for gift baskets. You don't have to think about what you put in those baskets or who you are even going to give, because when you gift someone something of quality, that's how I felt when I smelled your candles. I'm like, I love this for me, but I will be so proud to present this to anybody across the board. So how can people get a hold of you? Please let them know.
So there's a couple of, I'm out there. I try to be everywhere. So the first method is my website, beautifulblazecandles.com. I have presence out there, so go to the website. If you're local, I will deliver you your candle. We can meet somewhere, and I will hand you that candle to help you eliminate the shipping costs, because shipping is real, y'all. You gotta go to the post office, you gotta put it in the mail, that costs money. And so I can meet you somewhere. That's one way to stay in contact with me. The other way, you can always email me, beautifulblazecandles@gmail.com. Right? You can do that. Or you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Beautiful Blaze Candles.
Honestly, I just want to thank you so much. But I want you, before we go, to give a message to that person who has had this goal in their head but don't even know how to get started. What is your message to them?
My message is don't believe the haters. Because don't be so hard on yourself that keeps you from getting off the couch to move, right? It's all about, if you can think it, you can be it, you can do it, right? People are always going to tell you what you cannot do, you never going to make it, and if you keep that kind of negative vibe around you, you are never going to get out the gate to start. And so if you have a passion, be adamant, don't ever take your eye off the ball, is what I would tell you. Because you can always have naysayers going to tell you 100 different things just to keep your motivation down. All right, that's just white noise. You keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Stay focused on your goal. If the goal is, want to be like for me, oh yeah, I'm gunning for Yankee Candle. We're going to put that out in the universe.
Yes.
Yankee Candle going to want to buy me out.
Yes.
That's where I'm going with this. Either Yankee Candles or Bed Bath & Beyond, and I will sell.
I know.
Absolutely. I might. Because we about building Black Wall Street, so I may not.
Okay, what I'm thinking is I can see you going global. That's what I'm thinking in my head,
It's
just
funny.
as I'm listening to you.
It's funny, I was just in Rome.
Yes, welcome back.
So my daughter is studying abroad in Rome, and so I took some candles and I took some things, took some cards. Rome is a little different,
Mhm.
but it was always about me. Oh, you need a distributor for some candles?
Yes.
Here's my card.
Yes.
Oh, you need a distributor for some CBD? Oh, here's my card. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Don't know, but if it's in God's will, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Nobody can take it from me if it's for me.
Yes.
Right? What's for me is for me. What is my saying?
Yes, your foundation is great. And for all entrepreneurs out there who don't even know how to start, follow her page, get in touch with her. It's been a wonderful time to have you on the
I
show.
appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing Beautiful Blaze Candles, everyone. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram, Beautiful Blaze Candles. On Facebook and Instagram, beautifulblazecandles@gmail.com or beautifulblazecandles.com, and you can get it all on that website. Thank you again
Thank
for having
you.
me.
Dr. Shishi Show.